Hey everyone, and welcome to the 2025-2026 Mid-Championship Review. Joel, we got a lot to talk about today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for giving me all those flowers off screen. I know you won't do it on screen, but I appreciate it. I'm your champ, the commish, the buzzsaw, Mr. 5 in a row. I have the trophy right here. It's unfortunate because I think I am going to have to engrave it this off season. So I've been trying to come up with ideas. I might dedicate each plaque to one of my children, my two dogs and my two children. And then I still have an extra plaque. So if you guys want to vote or comment below what I should put on my extra plaque outside of it, I just have so many plaques that I have to get engraved. I'm not really sure. I can do the scoring record. Like there's some things out there that I could do. Joel, how are we feeling tonight?
Dark time in this league's history.
So you think we're at the bottom, and then like next year's the comeuppance, if you will.
God, I hope so. I sure fucking hope so.
All right. I mean, we can get right into it between Eric and I. Eric has used 7 of his ads. I've used 4 of my ads, so I have 10 left. Eric has 7 left. I think the big piece here, and we can get it out of the way, is the Greek injury. I don't think that it necessarily would have made much of a difference because I've had some outlandish performances so far this week. Hartenstein and Bam had 20 rebounds. Oh, and Duren. I think Duren as well last night. I think I had 3 players that had 20 rebounds last night, if I remember. That is absurd. And rebounds would have been a contested category. But I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but Joel Gibson, I'm beating a dead horse, am I not?
Yeah, I was really hoping there could be some sort of like Eric Lopez, you're my only hope kind of, message sent out tonight. But it doesn't look good. I see a spread of over 40 2-pointers made at this time. Over 20 3-pointers made, a spread of 80 or nearly 80 free throws at this time. Points, it's just under 800 to you have 1,025.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these spreads are big. Assists, it's 186 to 281. You're almost up 100 assists on this man.
In 1 week.
Yeah, and then double-doubles, it's 12 to 6. You're up 2 double-doubles to 0.
Triples, but yes. And believe it or not,
doubles.
No, you're good. And believe it or not, it's been a slow week for me on double-doubles based on what I've been doing. So it's...
Shut the fuck up. You have 12. So I don't see a world where Eric can come back, even if he had, Greek for 7 games this week. It's too far gone.
Yep. Dominant. My schedule's been dominant. I've had players that have had 5-game weeks. Booker, Gillespie, my 2 Wizards. I added Jenkins, who was monstrous. I actually dropped him when I added it. But Jenkins on the back-to-back after Cade's injury. There is nobody on the wire better than me, and I continue to prove it every single year. Now, I hold the scoring record for biggest playoff scoring round, and I looked this up over my run. The highest scoring 2 weeks that I have had is 2,392. I have 10 ads next week, Joel Gibson. I'm going to try to get it to 24. If I can do that, that would literally mean 1,200 per week. 1,200 points per week, and that's damn close to 150 a day every day, putting it down. So I'd really like to get there. I had 2392. I was 8 off, and I'm sure I ran out of ads that year, when it happened. But yeah, I think I've wrapped it up. And, knock on wood, of course, if, like, for some reason half my team is involved in some hellacious airplane accident or something like that, maybe we could talk. But I'm telling you, the spreads have been incredible. My players have been incredible. My ads have been incredible. This might be my most dominant championship, and it's the 1-4-5 in a row. So I said at the beginning of this matchup that I wanted to say midweek that this matchup was over. And Eric, just like I told Doug, I've got a nice pillow for you and a lovely blanket. It's time to go night night, Eric. It's time to go night night. I appreciate you showing up, but I'm your champ again. Count it. Joel Gibson, any other flowers to give me?
The funny thing about that pillow that Brandon's referring to is it's located on his penis. So, Eric, open up. Yeah, just rough. I really wish that I had more positive things to say. I just hate that you are the champion right now. I hate every year that you win. And I really hope that this is the end of your reign.
6 of the last 7, Joel Gibson. 6 of the last 7. Even if you take the entire 10-year spread, right? You can do that if you want to. I would have won 6 out of 10. That's a 60% win rate. It doesn't matter. 60% is the most dominant decade of fantasy basketball, definitely in this league. It may never happen again. I mean, it's going to take you half a decade for any of you besides Joel to catch up anyway. So if it is the end, I do want to say to everybody, and I'll, follow up on this next week as well. Just a hell of a run. If you'd have told me at the beginning of the run when I started winning that I would have gotten 5 in a row, I legitimately wouldn't have believed you. And I believe in myself more than anybody else on this planet. So 5 in a row is just so unlikely. And just truly excited. With that in mind, Joel, I think go ahead.
Go ahead. I do have a message for everyone else and a message for you.
Mm-hmm.
For everyone else, I want you guys to remember this sour note. And when Brandon comes calling and knocking, with some bullshit offer, just remember, he is never offering you a trade because he thinks you're going to win it. Never.
Does that include the trades that I've made to you with you, Joel Gibson? Does that include the trades I made to you, Joel Gibson?
I mean, your words were everyone won that trade. I have a lot of complicated feelings about it. I love Cade too much to not be happy with it.
So I'm allowed to say everyone wins the trade. It is possible that everyone wins the trade, not just me.
To be fair, I masterminded that trade.
Okay, it wasn't my idea. You came up with it.
It was not your idea.
Okay, so if somebody comes to me with a trade, and everybody wins, it's them that make the good trade. It's not me.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, I was just checking. I want to get a good idea.
Do not fall victim. Do not fall prey. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. To Brandon, my message to you is this. I hear you talking about it taking 6 years for anyone to catch you. Anyone besides me. Mm-hmm. And I just want you to know that I will hit 10 championships before you do.
Shit!
Even though you have a little bit of a head start right now.
Okay, I like this. All right, that's interesting. Wow, I like that. That's a really good throw of the gauntlet there. That's nice. What do you have, 5, right? And I have 7? All right, that's interesting.
I know. I knew that would get you excited.
Oh, okay. So now I have something to work towards. Yeah, absolutely. Double-digit championships. That'd be fantastic.
I know. I knew that would get you fired up.
Excellent. Well, Joel, I think we're going to install a new segment, if I am correct here.
Yeah, we needed something to brighten up this day, and I was thinking about the league this week, and I felt that everyone else needed a little shine this week as the season is coming to an end. So, what would you call this? A team comparison?
Yeah, I would use comparison, or I would say likeness if you want. You can do like, yeah, I mean, comparison's probably your best one. Or who they most represent, in NBA terms. If you were
based off of your history as a team and your present as a team.
Yeah.
What NBA team do you most represent?
Yeah, do you want to start with the champ?
Yeah, we'll start with the champ. So Brandon is obviously the Lakers. He's a showboating asshole with a lot of championships. He's the Lake Show. So that one kind of is already written. I'm the Celtics, most storied franchise in history. Just every year we're out here making moves. Steven, I said he is the Pelicans. No championships to speak of, and no one's entirely sure what's going on with their roster. CJ's the Clippers. He never won a championship. There's a tragic history there. And is known for having players past their prime. Enter Joel Embiid. Mm-hmm. Eric is the Phoenix Suns. He's made a couple championship runs, but he never won it.
Definitely not this one.
No, this one he didn't come close. Adam is the Grizzlies. He never won a chip. He could rebuild right now, or he could go for it. He's really kind of a middling team. The actual Grizzlies are probably in a worse position. Neiman, I said, is the Orlando Magic because there's, again, no championships. But some high win seasons and some really great talent has been on his team. For the Magic, I was thinking about like Shaq and Dwight. Mm-hmm. For Neiman, I was thinking about Embiid. He's had us. Sabonis isn't that good. He's had some other good players though. Doug, I said, is the T-Wolves. There's no titles. I'm working on filling out the comparison here. Did you have anything to kind of add to that one? It's not a perfect fit.
Yeah, it was tough because when I saw your list, it's really tough because it has to be a team that doesn't have a championship. And so, I thought that it was more if we could find a team that is always the next year team. Loads up on a lot of young talent and is just saying always next year. We're going to draft young talent. This is going to be the year. We're going to do it. That was kind of my mindset. It doesn't fit the T-Wolves perfectly. But, if you squint, maybe on that one.
It's maybe my least favorite comparison.
Yeah, I feel bad. If OKC didn't have the championship, if we'd have done this last year, OKC would be the perfect fit for Doug.
I mean, I thought it would be fun to make him the Hornets, but there's a better fit for that. And that one would be Jake. Newest team on the block, horrible prior management. Thanks, Eric. But possibly a bright future.
That is funny. We all forget that Jake took over Eric's old team, and then Eric comes back and takes over Phil's team. Phil took over Simmons's team, so it's a weird little mix there of who got which team. And that's really funny because I wonder if Jake had been given the choice, though, with all his assets, if he would have picked to keep his current team or to take Phil's team. It would have been interesting to me, especially prior to the Greek for Luka trade. I think that would have been an interesting debate. But it's just something that, doesn't keep me up at night, but it's something that I think about from time to time.
Yeah. For the last three comparisons, I said the Kyle Jazz historic franchise with some finals runs, but again, never sealed the deal. He has no titles to speak of.
No titles.
Cody, I said you're the Brooklyn Nets. I'm trying to force it there. I want you to be the Brooklyn Nets, but honestly, you're a better owner than any owner the Nets have ever had. So I love you, big guy.
Yeah.
But this one is actually accurate. I said Matt is the Wizards, and I love this comparison. The Wizards won one title as the Bullets, and Matt has one title, the Fantrax season, the 4 Fantrax. It's like, it's just this like blip of a like, feels like a fever dream, you know? Like, did it actually happen? And that's really the end of the comparisons. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was just a fun thought exercise I had to go through. And, like Brandon said, most of you I had to pull from the list of teams that haven't won a championship.
Yeah, it's really tough. If you guys would win more championships, we could boost it. We could boost it. We could really open this thing up. I really enjoyed those. If you guys have better ones, I'm more than willing to read them in the messenger. This is actually a kind of cool thing that Joel came up with, and I hate giving him compliments, but like it has really piqued my interest, and I've given quite some thought to like just comparing teams and stuff. So it made me laugh. Outside of that, Joel, there is 1 week left in this season, this whole season. Just like we did last year, even if Fantrax doesn't let me, the day after, the Monday after the championship is over, I'm going to reset everyone's free agency dollars. Everything's going to be reset. Even if Fantrax doesn't let me do it, I will keep track of what happens. That includes the trade windows are open. Is there anything else that we can really open right now? I don't think so. We'll get into cap raises right after the championship in June. That'll be the time that we also draft or make sure that all of the rookie draft and everything like that set up. But it's pretty self-explanatory at this point anyway. It's just when Fantrax is allowing me to update these things. So keep that in mind. I do want to do like I said, the cap raise a little bit earlier this year. More so in case trades want to be done before the actual draft itself this year, because like I said, getting those values out and everything before the draft, that's kind of in late August, September time. But if we handle it like mid-June into July, we can always do that. Now, the only thing that I don't know is when I'm going to open free agency. So keep that in mind. That's separate. I'm going to reset everybody with free agency dollars, but that's only related to trades. Trades will be available, and we'll do an off-season note like we always do. But keep in mind that free agency will not open until a set date. So you can't just on Monday go out and add 67 people. You can't do that. But you will have access to your free agency dollars for the year for trades and pay downs and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. We'll go over it next weekend as well. There will be some sort of a ceremony where the former champ gives the current champ the championship trophy. I don't know. I don't know what that is yet, but I'm trying to come up with something clever. And I've heard that that Mr. Modest is going to be holding a press conference fresh into the offseason, Joel Gibson. I don't know what this is about. The commish, he won't even tell the commish. I've been trying to get him to tell me. I've been trying to get him to tell me what this press conference is about, but we're going to send it back to old school. I don't know if you remember the old school press conferences that I used to do in my suit and everything. That was commissioner. Mr. Modest has something a little special for everybody for this press conference, and he still won't tell me anything. So I'll try to, maybe give you guys a little hint next week on what's going to happen, but just keep that in mind. Joel, anything else from you?
Go sit on a broom.
I'd still be winning my 5th championship, baby. We'll see you guys later.